Hello guys, you're welcome to my YouTube channel today. If you are new here, you're welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming. My name is Posinola Faith and I reside here in Sweden, and I film about life in Sweden, academics, admission, how to apply for resident permit, and every questions for immigrant questions, Yeah, that's what I do here on my YouTube channel. Yeah, and so today's video is about I want us to know how much we earn in Sweden, because I've gotten questions about how much how much do these people earn? Okay, if I relocate, does it worth it? How much will I earn and all? And so that was what triggered this video. So today I'm going to be talking about how much we earn in Sweden. I may not cover all professions, but the most common professions. That's what I'm going to be talking to you about. And just to put a disclaimer out there, this video, it's not like the automatic, like exactly how much the professionals earn. It's just like average of what they earn. So yeah, it's just to help you see like average of, okay, this is what they earn. It's not like this is exactly what they earn, but as I bring it up, I would put up some explanation along with them. Yes, so without further ado, yes, and I'm also going to talk in the end of this video. I'm going to mention like the top hiring company in Sweden right now, company that hires like international students. People that are already following me already knows that if you're in Sweden and you're here for studies, after study you need to get a job for you to stay. And the kind of environment that we are in Sweden, it's a kind of, I don't know, but it's kind of environment that is kind of closed. And when I mean closed, it's like you need to learn how to speak Swedish for so many of these jobs, and so it's kind of difficult sometimes to get a job that can give you a work contract without you speaking Swedish. But then there's a company who hires international students now, and they pay well, like they pay well. So if you want to know that company, watch to the end of this video. Yeah, without further ado, let me just talk about how much we earn first before I go to the company. Yeah, so yeah, I'm going to be talking about, first we have low skilled works and the highly skilled workers. And when they mean low skilled, it means like when you work in the restaurant, you clean, you do deliveries, newspaper deliveries, food deliveries. They are known as low skilled work, but then it's offensive, because for me, I don't say it as low skilled. I say like it's just because some people do these things. Some people clean because they have passion for cleaning. Some people do deliveries because they love to drive. I've had a conversation with somebody, a Ghanaian, and I asked him like, why do you like doing this job? Like, and he was like, I love to drive. Like, this is basically what I love. And there's this guy as well that I met, like is an American, and I saw him doing this delivery work, and I was like, wow, you're an American and you are here doing delivery. And I love it. I love to drive. So yeah, I don't like, in as much as I don't like saying low skilled, high skilled, but for the purpose of this video, I will just mention low skilled so that you guys will be able to understand what I mean. So when I mean low skilled, are cleaning jobs, delivery work, etc. Yeah, these jobs, it's the minimum that you can get on these jobs, especially when you work with restaurants, hotel cleaning, and any kind of cleaning, that you can target like having like maybe 13,000 basic. Like on the average, you could have like 13,000 krona every month. That is like roughly 1,300 euros or $1,300. Yeah, around that range. But then when you work with restaurants and restaurant hotels, you have opportunities to work long hours. So when you work long hours, you obviously you earn more than 13,000. You earn more than the basics. And yeah, if you do deliveries of different types, we have newspaper deliveries, food deliveries. It depends on the kind of deliveries that you have. But basically, low skilled work are always like on the average of 13,000 krona per month, excluding like that is before tax. 13,000 krona before tax, and by the time tax is removed from that, maybe you have like 10,000 krona take home. But then when you have opportunity to work more hours, then you have a lot of, you have more money to yourself, but then you pay the 13, you pay taxes. It depends on the percentage in your municipality. Some municipalities is 32,000, some is 31. It depends on which of the municipality that you are working in. Yeah, that is for low skilled, and for that's for like people who work with hotels and restaurants. But then if you work with deliveries, for example, I once worked with a logistic company, although I was not doing like a delivery, but I was in the company. All these letters that they send out. My job is to put, when someone wants to send you a letter, like for example, if I send you a letter, then you have to use a company who would do the delivery. So those letters are what I work with. I put your district, I just assign the code that the company already knows. I have assigned it on those letters so that the person who wants to deliver that letter will know exactly which district and which house that letter is for. So that is what I do. I just do that on the system. But then if it's like we are being paid almost like the same thing with people who do deliveries as well. So but then people who do deliveries, they have opportunity to work longer hours, and yeah. So but for basic, for that work, I can't even remember. I think you see around 13,000 krona, and mostly this kind of job is mostly students who do this kind of job, 13,000. But then we earn more because sometimes we do long hours, but then if you work in the night, they pay you for inconvenience hours. That you will earn more. You can be earning like 15,000, 16,000. Some people you can earn 20,000, 30,000, depending on how much you work and oh yeah, they really pay. There's some low skilled work that you even earn more than when you're in the office, and yes, but that is just like an idea of how it works with low skilled, like they call it. Like, I'm not trying to be rude, but then just for you to understand, yeah, that's just the basics. Now let me talk about the high skilled workers. Like, how much do they earn as an high skilled worker? Like you have a white collar job, you work in the office, you work with a company, all this kind of professional jobs. Yeah, how much do they earn? In Sweden, the average, according to the statistics, the average salary for somebody who works in tech, a tech worker, is 43,000 krona, and that is excluding. That is just the basic, like basic market, basic, and that average, it could be the minimum of what they earn. And for the 3,000 krona is like 4,300 euros or $4,300, depending on what the exchange rate is. That is big money, although it's before tax. By the time they remove the tax, then maybe you would have like 30 something thousand to go home with. That is the basic. We have tech guys who earn 100,000 krona. That's like $10,000, 10,000 euros. We have tech guys who earn 70. Tech people are just balling. They are balling in Sweden. Okay, if you're a tech person, yeah, you see, you're earning oil money. Yeah. Okay, that's for tech people. Then for engineers, it's also around that range. Engineers is around 45,000 to 51,000 per month. If you are engineer, so you earn like 45,000 to 51,000 per month. That is just the basic. And if you're a salesperson, you earn like 39,000 per month. That is before, all these amounts are before tax. They are before tax. And yeah, so those are basic. Basic. And those who work in companies, let's say manufacturing companies, in different roles, you get paid before tax 27,000, 28,000 krona. Yeah, that is just the basic. Now, when I mean the basic and other benefits, if you work in a company, you can have like, maybe you work extra hours, and when you work extra hours, that's adding to your salary. So you get your basic and then you get all these additions to it. So sometimes when you work with companies, you just discover that at the end of the day, whenever you calculate everything, you have 50,000 sec, like 50,000 krona. That's like 5,000 euros per month before tax, anyways, before tax. So your basic might be maybe 28, and then when you got your salary, you have like 50,000 before tax. So that's to tell you that you have a lot of if you work overnight, like inconvenient, they call it inconvenient hours. That is like you get double or triple of what they pay you in the morning. So that's how it works in Sweden. So that's what I mean. So you people can tell between basic salary and the additions that you get when you really work, and maybe when you really inconvenience yourself. So that is that. Now let me talk about the academics, because yes, I've talked about tech. In academics, we have, okay, for a PhD student, the average salary for PhD student is 28,000 krona, and that average, it's because it depends on the kind of department or the kind of faculty that you are. For example, I'm in science and engineering, and science and engineering pay more than the average of 28,000. They pay above 30 and upward, depending on the kind of department that you are in engineering. Yeah. So if you're in social sciences, maybe you get like 28,000 basic. Again, basics, like basic. But in academics, we normally don't do like extra hours, but then this is what we do. For example, if you go for conferences, they pay you separately for conferences. If you go on vacation, like if you're on leave, not parental leave, like every year we have opportunity to have like one month vacation. So during that vacation, they pay you for that vacation aside from your salary. Yeah. So yeah, for PhD student, you can have like 35,000 kroner before tax. Sorry, before tax. That's how much. Yeah. Yeah. So you can have like 35,000, depending on but it ranges from 28 to 35. Yeah. Then for a postdoc, they earn higher. They have like 40,000 upward. Some professors earn 100,000, 80,000, depending on it varies. It varies. But if you're an associate professor, you can be earning 50, 60. So it varies in academics. It depends. It depends. So that's just like the picture of how much we earn in Sweden. How much does the medical practitioners earn? For them, it's kind of complicated, because it's a very big, profession that we have a lot of medical people that work on their medicals. They are a lot. So I will just summarize, like, let's say for a nurse, they are, bear in mind that there are different kind of nurses. We have dentist nurses, we have anesthesia nurses, we have a lot of nurses, we have elderly care, there are so many. But the average, like on average, they earn like 30,000 and above. Like some of them even earn some 70,000-80,000 krona. It depends. So let's say average from 30 upward. That's what nurses. Then for doctors too, we have different doctor, dental doctor, hair, nose and throat doctors, in surgeons, we have a lot. So it depends on the kind of, but on the average, it's 40,000 sec for doctors. On the average, it's 40,000 sec. I don't know if for the medicals is totally correct, but according to the statistics, that is how much they earn. But if you have the correct figure, you can always put it in the comment section so that others too can learn from you. Yes. Yeah. And the thing is, yes, we pay high taxes. Like we have like 31. Some pay 32, some pay 31, depending on the municipality that, like I've mentioned, depending on the municipality that you are. But then there's something. I think Sweden makes it. I don't know. I want to explain it. Like even though you work those work and you pay, you can you feel like you're happy paying the tax, yeah, because you can feel it. You don't have to pay too much tuition for your children. If you have a child, you pay 10% of your salary every month for your child. And that 10%, according to what I heard, I don't have a child yet, so according to what, it keeps decreasing as the child grows, until the child does not have to pay any tuition, any school fee anymore. So that is how it works here. And for medicals, it's free. Like dentists, your child can have free see a dentist for free until the child is like 22 or 23 years old. It's totally free. Like, so you don't have to spend all those little expenses. It's out of you. All what you spend money on in Sweden is your house rent, your feeding, and maybe your bills, electricity bills. And meanwhile, some houses are bills inclusive. Like this, my apartment now is not all bills inclusive, right? But 50% of my electricity bill is being taken care of. Eating is taken care of. Water is taken care of. What I just pay for now, I don't even know what I just pay right now is just 50% of my electricity bill and internet. That's all, and it's cheap. Internet is cheap. Electricity bill depends, because you will be the one to pick, to choose your own kind of electricity. You'll be the one to choose the kind of plan that you want. You can even monitor your electricity, like what is consuming, what am I consuming. You have an app that you can check all these things. If this thing, you can check when electricity is going to be high. You can check when you're supposed to use the washing machine. You can literally track your electricity usage. So it's yeah, they help you to kind of manage the little that you have in your hand. Not little, anyways. People are really making money in Sweden. Yeah. So yeah, people will ask me, how much is it worth it if I leave my job and come to Sweden? Now I've talked to you. I've told you possibility of what you can earn and how much the minimum you can earn if you come. So it's left to you to do the calculations yourself and decide, because it's your choice. And I think one thing most people don't realize is, if you're making a decision to come abroad or not to, no one can advise you. If I don't let anyone advise you, make a decision for yourself. Because by the time, if the decision is good, be ready to applaud yourself. If it's bad, be ready. Like, make up your mind that you are ready to take whatever comes out of this. Like, that alone gives you energy. Like, it's better than when somebody tells you, oh, Sweden is good, oh, come, oh, we make money, we save a lot, we do this, we do that. Make the decision yourself, and so that if things does not go well, you accept that, oh, it's me that made the decision, so it's me that will deal with it. So that alone will give you rest of mind. Okay, yeah. I think I've come to the end of this video. Yes, I promised you guys that I was going to tell you the top hiring, like the company who is hiring international students in Sweden right now, which is very good. Like, they hire international students, like they hire everybody, and as long as you have the skills and it's not both. If you're interested, if you want to come to Sweden to work, you can search for Nordvolt and look at you can look at their website, or probably follow them on LinkedIn and apply. And if you're a new student in Sweden, you're just coming in, or you're 1 year in, please, and you want a job, please, you can try and apply to Nordvolt. They are really hiring right now, and they need a lot of people. They need a lot of Nordvolt. I will write the name so that you will know how to type it. Yeah, follow them on LinkedIn and follow their job advert. Yeah, I'll draw the curtain here. Please like, comment, and share. And you can also comment any video you want me to also do for you guys. Yes, I still remain Bossinuola, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.